Everybody. How is everybody today? Sorry for the delay in my video. Normally I go live right at 11. I had a little bit of technology issues this morning. So anyway, I just want to welcome everybody to day 23 of the Chaos to Control Mommy Challenge. I can't believe we have been in this challenge already for 23 days, and we just have a few more days left. It's a 28-day challenge. So I encourage you, if you're not a member of my private group, Survival Mode to Successful Moms Creating Momentum, please join that group. And if you are a member of that group and you're watching this video, welcome. And if you'd like to catch up on these videos, I'm going to be moving all the videos to the guides section today so that you can watch the ones that you've missed, or if you're new to the group, so you can catch up on all of them, because this month has just been amazing. It's been truly awesome just to get to dive into this and to grow together and to share. And so I'm just so excited that I had the opportunity to do this with you guys. And we've had a lot of new members join our group recently. And so if you are new to my Survival Mode to Successful group, just welcome again. I'm just so excited to have you as part of our community of moms who are reaching higher, who are looking inside themselves, who are creating success on their own terms and living in alignment with their purpose. That's what we're all about. So this week in our challenge, we are talking about true balance. That is our theme for this week in the challenge. The theme for our first week of August was mindset. We laid our foundation. You have to start with mindset. That is my jam. That is what I will preach till the day I die. That you can't have true success. You can't make changes in your life. You can't get unstuck until you do the mindset work. And the second week of our challenge, we talked about productivity and boss habits and how to start making those changes in your life, where to start so that we can make the best use of our time and our resources, and just really hit the ground running in our path to success. And last week, we talked about moving from chaos to control in our homes, because our space where we live is part of our energy field. It's very important. It's important to have control of our homes. That just makes our lives so much less stressful and more enjoyable. And today, this week, we're talking about balance. Like I said, talking about, is balance a thing? Today's theme is balance a thing? So before I answer that question, I will answer it. I will give you a clear answer about that. But before, I just want to kind of speak to you guys about like how it kind of feels when you're trying to achieve balance. Have you ever felt like you are being pulled in so many different directions, that you're being pulled in the direction of work or home or kids or responsibilities, and you feel like you cannot be successful in one area because the other area is demanding too much of you, and vice versa? You can't be successful in that area because this area is demanding so much of you. So basically, all you feel is guilt because you feel like you're not being successful anywhere. You feel like there's something wrong with you, that you're doing something wrong. And it's just really yucky feeling, right? So I just want to encourage you. I hope this video is an encouragement to you. I hope this kind of puts things in perspective for you, because I've got some good news for you. So, is balance a thing? I did a poll yesterday in my group. I asked, do you believe balance is real? And I said, and there were only two choices, yes or no. And I said that when I did my live video today, that I was going to choose a side. I'm not just going to say, well, yes and no. No, I'm going to choose a side. My answer is no. Balance is not a thing. Not in the way that we think of it. Not in the way that we typically think of balance being a thing. Now, that is my take on it, and I'm going to explain why. And it's actually a good thing that balance is not a thing. Because when we put so much pressure on ourselves to find this perfect balance between all the areas of our lives that we're committed to, that we need to show up in, we're putting an unrealistic expectation on ourselves. Now, does that mean that we have to live lives that are just all over the place? No, that doesn't mean that. So let me explain what I'm talking about. So let's think of balance in terms of a scale, like one of those scales that you see, like the weights of justice for an attorney's office or something. You know, the scales that weigh things like this. Okay, so think of think of the area of your life, like your family, or let's just take a very common example of an area where people say that they struggle with balance. Your family is in your kids, your spouse, your significant other, whatever, and your work, whether your work is work outside the home, whether your work is a business, whatever your work is, or both, whatever your work is. And you could replace that with hobbies, with whatever, okay. So these are the two areas you're trying to balance. It's never going to be like this. It's never going to be balanced. It's never going to be like this, okay, where you're giving everything you need to give in this area and everything you need to give in this area, and they're just perfectly aligned. It's not going to happen. You may have a day or so every now and then where you feel like, I did a good job balancing today. I showed up here and I showed up here and it was good. That's not a permanent state of being. So my advice to you is to not set yourself up for failure and put an unrealistic expectation on yourself. Now, let me tell you the rest of my take on balance, okay? So basically, a scale, when you put two things on it, it's not going to sit like this anyway. It's not real. It's going to go like this. And that's how our lives go as busy moms, okay? So whenever that scale is moving, when it's got those two things on it that weigh different things, there's some days that the mom scale, you're giving so much as a mom and maybe not as much as an entrepreneur or a worker or whatever your other role is. And then there's going to be other days where you're taking your kids to childcare so that you can do your work, or where the housework has to be put last. And I know that drives some of you crazy. You might have to put off doing the housework, the laundry, the dishes, the things like that, because you've got this other thing that is more urgent that you have to do. You may have to, and you may have this thing scheduled with your family, and you have to complete your work before you can get that done. So it's always going to be like this. But you know why that's a good thing? It's a good thing because when things are like this, that means you're moving. You're not staying stuck. That is how we grow, is by moving forward, by moving. And that pushes us towards growth, really. It pushes us to find solutions, find creative solutions in our lives, and to create a life that works for us, and to stop comparing ourselves to other people. When we realize all these things, we can stop comparing ourselves to other people, and we can really just do us. We can do what's right for us. And so that is my take on balance. So let's just recap. Don't try to get perfect balance, because it's not going to happen. It's not realistic. It's not meant to be. It's not real. I think that you can't, and I think that the key to getting into a place where you're growing, that some days are giving you where you're like this, where some days are giving more to one area or a different area, and that you feel happy with that you don't feel guilty about that. I think the key is planning. Just like we talked about in one of the videos in the second week of this challenge, we were talking about time blocking. That is the key. You really have to make an appointment with yourself. At the beginning, over the weekend is when I recommend, maybe on Saturday or Sunday night, make an appointment to sit down with yourself and time block your week so that you know in advance. You're telling your calendar and your time where to go, what to do, instead of it bossing you around and taking over you. So I feel like just planning what hours are going to be work hours, what hours are going to be family hours, what hours are going to be personal development hours, what hours are going to be physical fitness and meal planning and sleep and all the things that are important to you, so that you don't get into this trap where you're just pulled in all these directions and you feel like you can't get success anywhere. That is not a good place to be. So I want to hear from you. I want to hear if you're watching on replay. I want to hear if you, after watching this video, share with me your thoughts on balance. I want to hear about this, you guys. And if this is something that this is just clearly resonated with you, and you just feel like you have some mental blocks that may be holding you back, you want to go deeper, but you're not sure where to start, I have got an offer for you. Okay, so my signature group coaching program, Mindset Mastery for Moms, is on sale right now. it is on an amazing sale, but it's only for a limited time. It's a flash sale. So let me tell you who this program is for. This program is for moms and momtrepreneurs who feel stuck, whether you feel stuck in a business goal, you feel stuck in some kind of, you just want to get out. You have been tried different things. You have read the books, you've started the programs, you've listened to the podcasts, and you feel desperate. You feel desperate to level up your life, and you've tried building habits. You've tried different things and none of it has worked because you really you're standing in your own way, but you're not, and you maybe be aware of that. Maybe you're aware of that, but you're not sure how to get out, and you want to get out fast. You want to find success like yesterday. You are ready to do the work, do what I teach you, and see the results. If you're ready for that, get into my program now because the price is not going to stay low forever. Okay, the price is normally $9.97. For this limited time, it is $2.97. It is 70% off. If $2.97 is still out of your price range, but you know this program is for you, please message me. I'm willing to work with you because if you're willing to put in the work and this program is for you, I want you in no matter what it takes. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you are interested in that program, message me. I'll give you the link and the coupon code to get 70% off. I'll see you.